You won't believe what Ford's CEO has said about the Chinese automaker, NIO. This is huge, because the words are coming from one of the largest automobile manufacturers in the world. Will this be the biggest hit for NIO stock in its operations? Stay with us till the very end to know more. Hey there, welcome back to another exciting video on this channel. In today's video, we're going to decode exactly what the CEO of Ford has said about NIO and what this means in the coming future for the Chinese automaker. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so that you're always updated, and leave a comment to let us know your suggestions and views. On that note, let's begin. Getting a compliment from one of your biggest competitors is the biggest win. It's even greater than checking your achievements and targets. Well, Ford's CEO has said something for NIO, and NIO should definitely take this as a competitively positive comment. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, when asked about Ford's new market rivals in the EV market, Jim clearly mentioned in an interview with Yahoo Finance Live, "Well, the companies that I think about that I admire because of their commitment, and frankly, the hard work they did to earn their reputation, are companies like NIO and Tesla." Now, that's a very strong statement coming from a strong rival in the market. Compared to Ford, NIO is relatively newer and hasn't touched upon the big markets of Europe and America. On the other hand, Ford is an old player. It's here in the market for a really extended period of time. If Ford feels a competition coming from this Chinese company, which has yet to establish itself in the world market, then NIO has been doing great here. Well, it's interesting to note where we were expecting Ford to talk about the fierce hometown rival General Motors, Jim took a massive turn into claiming the two most worthy electric vehicles in the market to be Tesla and NIO in particular. Adding to his admiration, Jim told Yahoo that both Tesla and NIO had been there in the market, particularly the EV market. Jim says their engines are way too different, and they have worked very differently on their vehicles as well. Coming to the next best thing about this comment, Tesla has been since the beginning one of the biggest competitors in the entire EV market. For NIO to be compared to Tesla by another big player in the market is a great push to NIO as a whole. This also means even before NIO starts getting itself established in the world market and becomes global, it's feared by many automakers in the market. Talking about how NIO is doing in terms of its share value, the Chinese EV maker recently saw a 52-week low at $2.53 during the speech by Jerome Powell regarding the Fed's meeting. As of today, the 3rd of February, NIO is trading at $23.76 with a red change of 4.35% in the last 24 hours. Well, the technicals might not seem exciting, but NIO has been doing great compared to its all previous year's records, especially when NIO has planned out everything for the coming years. Therefore, this low shouldn't be taken as a negative trade, but rather a consolidation, and probably the best time to invest in NIO because the stock is going to bloom in the coming years. So, why is it so? Well, let's see. From last year, the demand for luxury electric vehicles has seen a robust increase, which is directly proportional to the growing varieties of EVs and innovation in the EV batteries pack and technology as a whole. On the 22nd of January 2022, William Lee, NIO's founder, along with Marius Hale, manager of NIO Norway, came together with 20 other NIO users for a conversation. During the conversation, William Lee disclosed massive information, and the most important among them was the confirmation of NIO's latest model updates, ET7 and ET5 models. Apart from this, the primary conversation was based on the upcoming ES8 update and other updates on NIO operating system and NIO's navigation system. William Lee also confirmed the model ET7, which was delayed a bit after its announcement last year on the NIO Day 2020, will come back and arrive in Norway during the 4th quarter. The ET3 model will be made available in Norway during the spring of 2023, which is again not so far. Well, this news was for Norway, but the flagship NIO sedan ET7 will hit the market with its launch in March, literally the next month. Each and every day, NIO is getting one step closer to becoming a greater threat to Tesla. As a competition to Tesla's compact SUVs and Tesla Model 3, NIO has come up with plans to launch a smaller ET5, which might start its launch in September 2022. From all possible aspects, NIO is developing its market so as to start flourishing globally as well. To date, NIO has successfully opened up over 800 battery swapping stations in China and one in Norway. By the end of the year, NIO has plans to reach the target of 1,300 battery stations. From last year, April, NIO wraps off the Power Swap Station to 2.0. Every power station now has 239 sensors and 4 collaborating cloud computing systems that will maximize the applicability of visual recognition. Such power stations would be able to complete the self-service battery swap with just one click, while the user can stay in the car. Every station has the capacity to complete up to 312 battery swaps per day. With each passing day, NIO is further enhancing the limit. This was mostly about NIO's technological developments. Now, coming to sales, there's a massive update on the positive side. Alone for the month of January 2022, NIO has delivered exactly 9,652 vehicles, and the rate is up 33.6% from last year. Among the total deliveries, the ES8 was around 1,531. NIO's flagship premium smart electric SUV, ES6s, was 5,247. The 5-seater high-performance smart electric SUV EC6 was 2,874. The cumulative deliveries of ES8, ES6, and EC6 reached the mark of 176,722 as of the 31st of January 2022. Specially curated for the Norwegian market, NIO dropped Aspen 3.0.5 NIO, a model that incorporates the first firmware over-the-air update outside of China. With such a step NIO's been taking, it pushes NIO one step forward to establishing a stable platform for its stock. The Deutsche Bank analyst Edison Yu said, "We expect NIO's marquee product developmental efforts to become reality in 2022, which in our view should help the stock recover." So you see, this is possibly the best time to invest in NIO, as the prices are low and the company is really young, which basically means if you as an investor are thinking about holding your stock, you actually should. Because there is massive room for growth. On top of this, NIO is a baby company with enormously fast growth. Indeed, the automobile market has dramatic competition, but EV is a growing market. Companies like Tesla and NIO, who started out with their niche as EVs, have a better edge in the market than anybody else. Last year was a bit rocky for all EV makers due to the global shortage of semiconductors, which is why even NIO delivered less than what is expected, and the same goes for Tesla. However, being technically a startup, NIO doubled its sales in its third quarter, but the success was overshadowed by its Chinese rivals Li Auto and XPeng nearly tripled their sales. NIO's EV sales improved in November and December after plummeting 27.5% in October. The October slowdown was caused by chip supply concerns and the retooling of manufacturing lines for new EVs, according to the business. NIO is accelerating the launch of new electric vehicles in the face of fierce competition. In 2022, it plans to release 3 new items. Among them are the ET7, the company's first electric sedan and most technologically advanced vehicle to date. With its flagship, ET7 NIO is all set to change the face of EV in China especially. ET7 is equipped to offer ultra-long-range, highly autonomous driving to be launched in China in the first quarter of 2022, and to the European market by the end of 2022. So, are you excited to be a NIO stock turnaround? You should be. FactSet says NIO stock is a buy and hold stock. So what's your plan with NIO? Leave a comment. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please drop a like and subscribe. Turn on the bell icon to always get notified of what's burning. And we'll see y'all at our next one.